Hello guys, welcome back to this video. This is bot number 34 that we are running today. So let's go straight ahead and check its functionality. First of all, let's run the bot. So you go to bot.deriv.com for you to load your bot. If you are watching it past this time, like I always say, check this other site, app.deriv.com, because the platform shall have been migrated as it is indicated here. So let's load our bot. So we are loading bot number 34. Now if you check closely, if you've been following, you realize that this bot we had already loaded it somewhere. Yeah, number 9. But now this is an improved version of number 9, the bot 34. So let's load it. Now how does it work? It's a digit differ bot. It works on volatility 10, but it is a little bit special because it uses a lot of analysis. First of all, it is analyzing and checking the last 25 digits, the last 25 ticks. It is checking the last 25 ticks and then getting a percentage of each and every last digit, which is from, as you can see, from 0 here up to 1. So it is checking the percentages, it is checking the number of them, and then after checking the number, it will calculate the percentage. It will check if 1 has appeared in the last 25 ticks 0 times, 0%, then it will trade using that number. Now looping this particular section has been set to false, means it doesn't run, means this bot does not run until this part is true. So it checks until this part is true. That is when this thing turns to false, because it is set to false, in that the bot does not work until these percentages you are seeing here, like the 0%, in 0, so length of digits 0 divided by 25 times 100 to get the percentages. So it will be checking through, it will be looping throughout these numbers, all of them, until it finds 0%, the analysis being equal to 0. So if it is being equal to 0, then it will automatically opt to trade as indicated here. It will set if on digit 0, if on digit 0 the analysis is equal to 0 as indicated above, then the prediction becomes 2. Now if on last digits is 1 and the analysis percentage is 0, then it will press prediction as 1, and then loop now turns to true. It means now the bot now can trade. So it means that the bot does not run, it's placed off, is switched off until these predictions are true. So if they are true, then it turns to the other false is turned to true, and then the ticks that it will be checking for any that is 0% in the last 25 digits is just 1 tick. Then the prediction has been set to prediction, and the predictions are this 9, 8, etc. It runs every 1 second, which is so nice. So this bot is very powerful. If you want to change stake amount, this is the place to change a stake. So run this bot, it is very, very powerful. So this is second best bot here in this list of 40. The other one is 30. You can check 30. That is also very, very good. If you like trading digit differ, they are the best so far in this 40 series. So if you want the bot, check the description section, or if you've already obtained other bots, you know how we do it. Just shoot me an email or just reply that email, and then after replying that email, I will just reply it too with the bot. We don't have any stories to make. You want the bot, I give you the bot, you run the bot. So let's see analysis. So you see it's switching off immediately, is done trading, and then it continues with the analysis until it will find is not 9 after 1 tick. It means 9 was 0% in the last 25 ticks. Is not 9 again, is still 0%. but now it ran at a loss. This bot does not have martingale because the win rate is very high. It's not 5 after one tick. It means there is no 5 in the last 25 ticks. That is why it has won. It is not 5 again, still there's no 5. So if you place it to run after like 3 seconds or 4 seconds, it will be able to give more accurate results, because in 1 second, if 5 is not if 2 is not appearing, it may trade again and again and again until 2 will appear. Then it will not trade 2, and that can give you more loss, as you can see here. So if you want the bot to work even better, you make sure that you change this timer here, so that this looping, all of this you are seeing here, can happen after every, let's say, 5 seconds. Here you change here to 5 seconds. Why? So that after 5 seconds, if for example the last digit that it predicted here and made a loss, and let's say 1 is not appearing after again 5 seconds, then it can trade it again. But in this case, it can repeat to trade it faster and faster before it appears again. But if it is 0, then there's high likely chance that it can appear. So the first trade may be profitable, but the second trade it will appear, and therefore it will make a loss. So if you're very keen, you realize that if the prediction here was 9, then again it traded 9, most likely it's going to make a loss because of how ticks move faster. So the solution to that is change the bot timing to let's say 5 seconds or 10 seconds. If you want a delayed results, it will run after 10 seconds again to check if there is no percentages placed on any other last digits. Then it will trade. So it will not be repeating trades several times unless it makes sense to you that if it does not appear in the last 25 digits, then it means we can still predict it as a digit that is going to differ several times before it can appear. So if that is the chance you are willing to take, then you don't need to change. Just let it remain 1 second. But that is the idea of it all. So it is still doing analysis. I don't know why it is still opening, or it could be my network issue, but let me hope that network is not a problem. Now on the martingale thing, this board does not have martingale, so 1 is not appearing in the last 25 ticks. Again it trades 1, so there's high chances that it can make loss when it is doing repeat of that. So it has closed, opened again, because there's an opportunity. Is not 1 again after 1 tick. So the fact that it does not appear in the last 25 ticks makes it very ideal to appear. But you can see in this case it has given 3 trades that are in profit because it did not appear. So it depends with the chances you are willing to give the bot. If you are comfortable repeating that trade several times, like in this case, before 1 can appear again, so that it doesn't come to 0%, like you can see in this case it's still giving, but highly likely that it will appear and it will make a loss, because 1 is still not appearing in the last 25 ticks. 1 is still not appearing, but the fact that it is not appearing makes it ideal to be a match. Now 1 has appeared, 6 is now missing from the last 25 ticks. 6 is now missing. Let's see if it will give a profit. I don't know why it is delaying. It should be 1 tick. 1 tick should be faster enough to give us the results. Maybe the bot is heavier, or my network is very slow. So as you can see, this countdown you are seeing here that is notifying us on green. Let me show you something. Notify green with sound, length of digits, from length of digits in that particular above list. So it will be counting the number of times a certain digit has been appearing. So while looping through, it will be checking and noting the highest D. That is what is happening here. So 7 is not appearing in the last 25 D, so it keeps switching them, which is so nice. So maybe if a martingale is added, if you take this boat and you know how to add martingale, if you add a martingale of initial, you just change the initial to from win to initial with a martingale factor, maybe it will be highly profitable. So because this bot has got minimal chances, very minimal, doesn't mean that they are there, very minimal of repeat losses, especially when you increase the timer. It will have very minimal chances of doing a repeat loss. But if it repeated, if it has 2 losing streak, it means you should be comfortable to stop at 2 losing streak. If it loses the first one, you should stop at the second one, because the third one is going to be bigger, since our winning rate is very low. We are being given about a percent, less than a percentage from our wins, because the wins is really skewed towards your favor. So I had already stress test this particular boat. So let me check the data so that I can show you. Now this other side, it has already made 56 runs and out of the 56, 51 are winners, 5 are losers. But because of lack of martingale, you can see that it is still in a loss, but though it is able to recover. But if you check here closely, you realize that the bot has got lower chances of making a repeat loss, which means the only thing that this bot is lacking is a martingale, and you are sorted. So if you want the bot, check in the description section. You can also load it this side and then see the results. This side, it has made 40 runs. Out of 40 runs, 36 are winners, 4 are losers, and still it is not in profit, which is not bad. But like I said, if the bot is vibing with you, if you're vibing with the bot, then I highly recommend you take it and then try it and see the outcome.